Hey everyone, it is Elizabeth, and I am back to do another reading. And this is for the Water Sign Collective, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And this is actually a different kind of reading. This would be for those of you that have been out of a romantic relationship for 6 months or more. Whether it's 6 months, a year, 2 years, and you haven't heard from this person. Maybe you didn't have the closure that you wanted with this person. Maybe they walked away without giving you an explanation. Maybe they were, I guess the expression I've learned in the last year is ghosting. Maybe they ghosted you, but whatever the circumstances are, you haven't heard anything. And so I put together a reading. Actually, here's my paper. I'm going to do this spread again. So what I wrote was, for singles who went through a breakup in the last 6 months or more, what does this ex think now? What are they thinking as far as, are you on their mind? What are their intentions? If they have any intentions to reach out to you or talk to you, or it's just where their head is at with you, if you're even there, okay? And then I'm looking at here, is the ex thinking of you? How do they feel about you? If there's been no communication, will they take action at some point? Will they contact you? And this is for the month of September, by the way. And what's going on in their lives, and for the outcome and next situation energy, whether they want to communicate with you, what are their intentions? Do they want to reconnect? Or do they want to move on? And if not, if there's no communication at all, what's next? So that's the way I worked out this spread. So let's get going. And also the other deck I'm using, besides, by the way, I'm using the Anna K Tarot right here. And I'm also going to use by Mystic Moon. Let me take it out of my little bag here. I'm going to use the first version. She has volume 1 and volume 2. Mystic Moon created this fun oracle deck, and it's called Unspoken Messages, and it's the Twin Flame Soulmate Unspoken Messages oracle deck. So I will use this too. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to take a sip of my water, and we're going to look at the first energy here, which is, as far as your ex-partner is concerned, what is their state of mind toward you at this time? Are they thinking of you? How do they feel about you? Is there going to be any type of communication at this time at all? So where is their head? So as far as I can tell, the first card I pulled, by the way, I just wanted to show you. I was going through my tarot card books. I have this Tarot for Lovers by E.W. Neville. And this book I had this book way back in like 92 maybe. And I don't know if they have this book anymore, but it's great. And so when I looked up the energy of the moon, just to see what they had to say regarding the first card here, it's the moon. It's a major arcana card. Okay, that's the energy of the moon. And in general, when the moon is, when it appears, because it's an energy that we can't control, we have to just prepare for this. It does represent illusion. It does represent deception, and it's a false vision. It's, it can sometimes suggest that there's deliberate deception, but most of the time the moon card indicates this. It's like self-deception, self-illusion. It's, allowing yourself to, it's almost like you're either deliberately allowing yourself to create something that's not real. That's the moon card. And the advice of the moon card, because this is a major arcana card, is to, I think that some of you, when it comes to this relationship, perhaps some of you are avoiding the reality of what happened, and that some of you, again, you're water signs, and the moon is a water sign energy. It's Cancer, I think, or maybe it's Pisces. Sorry if I'm wrong. It's an escapism energy, and so you may be generating this this reality that's self-serving. It's an escapism energy where it's interfering with your life right now, with what you inspire to do, because the moon card can be it can attract you to a higher level of consciousness and a higher level of wanting to achieve something, allowing yourself to find a way to block this need to escape is what the message here is. If you need to be rational, you need to process things clearly. If you're feeling like you can't think clearly, it's because maybe you're deflecting reality. Okay, so it's about fantasizing about maybe taking some type of, I don't know, taking control of something, or fantasizing about, again, the idea of your ex-partner here. I think that the unconscious needs to realize that this doesn't exist. There's a conscience, there's a conscious deception with that it's a deliberate conscious deception within ourselves, or it's something around us that's making us feel, unbalanced. And it's time to obtain a sense of, ground. It's like emotionally grounding yourself here, because this can be a neurotic obsession. It can be a neurotic obsessive energy, is what I'm trying to say too. And so you want to be able to utilize your imagination, but you in a way that's helping you move forward, but you don't want to deceive yourself. Okay, that's a big deal. So the next card I pulled is the Five of Rods. Here it's the Five of Wands, which is fire energy. And as far as your ex-partner is concerned, this is conflict. This is not listening. This is talking over each other. This is strife. This is, so far what I'm seeing is that your significant other from the past, your ex, really did a number on you. And I think emotionally manipulated you in a way that caused you a great deal of confusion, a great deal of just inner conflict, anger, resentment. And then the next card I pulled would be this ten of wands, excuse me. And I feel like your ex-partner here with the 10 of wands, this is a card of oppression. It's carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. But in this deck, look at that. This guy is scared. He's literally like feeling the burden on him on a regular basis. For some of you, you may be dealing with a man or a woman that has emotional problems, okay, or can't take responsibility for his actions or his behavior, okay. He just doesn't, he seems to carry his own issues with him, so he doesn't want to, it's like he's deliberately hiding. And then the other card I pulled was the Nine of Pentacles, and so your ex-partner with the Nine of Pentacles is enjoying the single energy. Even if he or she is not single, they live a life of, with this particular card here in this deck, they live a good life for themselves. They seem to prioritize themselves, like they put themselves first, and anyone else is secondary. So I'm going back to the layout to see what I wrote here, because I want to look and see if I can clarify. Okay, so the next energy of the cards is how do they feel about you? Is there going to be any communication? Are they going to take any action? And I pulled for them here with the Three of Cups. This came out in my other reading the other day. I can't remember if it was fire or not, but Three of Cups is a celebration of friends. It's hanging around people that you enjoy being with. So I think this ex-partner of yours obviously considered you a good friend. I think you really enjoyed each other's company when you did spend time together, and when you talked. I think you were able to literally just make each other feel good and make each other laugh. And I also feel like with the next card here, as far as what the ex is intending, you have this Four of Cups, which is complacency. I think that he's in a place, he or she, they're living the life of a lot of self-absorbed energy, and they're not really paying attention. I mean, when I look at this card, he's got everything he wants and he doesn't look happy, but he's never satisfied energy. It's complacency. And so even though he has memories of wanting, he may have some fond memories of you with the Three of Cups, but there's this illusion. There's this, I think he or she presented himself or herself to you in a certain way that you thought they were one way, but they turned out to be just completely different. So as far as the outcome goes, what I see is interesting for the fire sign collective here. You've got the first card of the Eight of Rods, or Eight of Wands, which is, what's the outcome? Well, this is the message card. Literally, there could be, for some of you fire signs out there in the month of September, they will reach out to you. They could message you or reach out to you. They're thinking about it, because things happen quickly with the Eight of Wands. This is a card of action. It's quick. It means swiftness. Things coming in quickly. And if you can see, she's getting a message. Or she delivered a message, So someone might be delivering you a message, whether it's via email or text or mail or whatever. You could be receiving a message. And then the next card you have is the World, and this is another major arcana card, and this is about timing. It's one cycle ending. It's your ex may feel like maybe it's time for them to take a step back and communicate or do something, but you do have the next card here, which is the Chariot. And this is a major arcana card too. This is I feel like you're in a position with this person in the future where the universe, with this Chariot card, they want you to move away because the Chariot's facing the future. And this is about taking control of your life, being in the driver's seat, not letting this ex get in the way of what the universe wants you to move into, like keep yourself open to other opportunities. So I also feel like for some of you, you're dealing with someone that likes to be in control. That it could be about that they themselves are someone that it could be, very controlling, or they like to be in control. But I do feel like that for some of you, if there is some communication, and we'll look further, what they intend on doing. But the last card I pulled is the Two of Swords. And this is basically, you could be waiting. I mean, don't wait for this person to call you or message you or reach out to you on social media, because the Two of Swords is stagnation. It's the fear. So I do feel like for some of you, you're dealing with someone from your past who is afraid to, I'm going to pull a few cards here. They could be afraid. They may want to talk to you. They're thinking about communicating with you, but it's been a long time. And I think whatever they did to you caused you a lot of suffering. I think you carried a heavy burden with you for a long time. And I think that right now for some of you, the universe wants you to, they want you to, listen, move on from this, especially if it's been more than 6 months and there's been radio silence. Whatever they're up to right now, for some of you, I feel like they're involved in, they're very self-involved. For some of them, for some of your ex-partners are, trying to hide from the responsibility of what they may have done to you. So they're, again, I feel like they're self-absorbed. So what I'm going to do is clarify the cards here with, let's take a look at the Eight. I'm going to look at the Eight of Wands, okay, and the World. We're going to clarify the Eight of Wands and the World. So I want to know, with the Eight of Wands and the World, will this person, what is this about? Because this is about messages being received and about timing. This person could also be from a distance. So I'm asking for my water sign collective, please. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Well, what is this about the Eight of Wands in the World card? Let's clarify and see. Does this ex-partner have any intentions of reaching out in any way, Spirit? Does this ex-partner have any intentions of reaching out in the future? Let's take a look and see for some of you. So they're telling me to cut the cards. I did. They want me to look. Okay, so you've got the Page of Swords, which is air sign energy. This is a messenger. The pages can be messengers. So there could be some type of message coming through. For some of you, you have the Six of Wands. So it could be that for some of you, you're either going to hear from this person, Page of Cups, through social media, or with the Justice card, it's almost like a karmic type of, I don't know, Justice is balance and Magician. I'm going to pull one more card here. So Six of Cups is someone from your past coming back in, who may want to reach out to you when you least expect it, because the Magician is like, it's manifesting energy, but with the pages showing up here, it's happening so quickly, so I feel like for some of you, your ex-partner from, maybe the last 6 months or the last year and a half or so, they are thinking of reaching out to you. You're on their mind for some of you. The idea of reaching out to you is there, but with the last couple of cards of the Chariot and then the Two of Swords, there's something that's almost like in September. If anything, for some you will get something, but for others, he or she they're hesitant. It's Two of Swords is hesitation. It's not making a move. And even with the Chariot, I'm going to clarify and pull a card here for the Chariot and the Two of Swords. Will they get past the Two of Swords? Let's clarify it, Spirit. Will their ex-partner get past this Two of Swords? So we have the Five of Cups. There's going to be a group of you that in September you're feeling like maybe they're going to reach out to you, and maybe it's disappointing that they don't. I think that you could be dealing with someone. The King of Rods is a fire sign energy that is, I think they are arrogant at times. They're very physical, very motivated. So you've got a motivated fire sign energy here that may want to, you know, try to get past this Two of Swords energy and push themselves to at least one more card here. Eight of Swords. You got the Eight of Swords, which is, you know, that victim mode mentality. The Seven of Swords, which is really don't trust it. I feel like they know that whatever they did in the past, I feel like even if they were to reach out to you, this is like they're trying to get away with maybe reaching out to you but being quick about it and just sending you a message and then blocking you. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. So even though for some of you you may hear from this person, you know, with the Two of Pentacles, it did show up reverse, and I don't normally read reverse, but the Two of Pentacles is saying he or she may do something that with the Seven of Swords and the Eight of Swords is like they respond to you or they send you a message or something, but then they block you so you can't respond. That's what I'm saying. So I think what I'm going to do is just pull a couple of cards from the unspoken messages, which is, this is Mystic Moon. Mystic Moon has her own YouTube page, and she makes these great oracle cards, okay? So they have messages on them. So I'm just going to pull a couple of cards to see what does your ex-partner, if they want to say anything to you. Let's see what they have to say for my water sign collective. So what does the water sign collective, Piceas, Scorpio, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, what does their ex-partner that they haven't heard from in a long time, do they have anything they want to say? If they could say anything at all, what would they say? So this one's screaming at me too. So I'm lacking faith, okay? This is a person who just doesn't have faith in themselves. They don't have faith in, even if they were to reach out to you, I'm lacking faith is that they don't have faith that even if they were to talk to you or reach out to you, that you would want to talk to them. This card fell right out. Okay, so wild thoughts. So you're still on their mind. They do think about you. They have really good memories of you guys. I think that a lot of you had a relationship with this person that you made each other laugh. You cracked each other time. You had some wild times. And maybe some really great intimate moments, you know, for some of you. And I'm going to pull a few more. If this person could say anything, what are they thinking? What do they want to say? What is this X from the past for the water sign collective? Spirit, please. I'm going to keep shuffling. Do they have an unspoken message for their ex at all? All right. So sexually, so there's sexual energy. I think they were sexually very attracted to you, and maybe for some of you you had physically a great relationship, and so I think that's what they're missing. For some of you it could be that they were sexually, I'm getting this, not as open as you were, or just I'm gonna pull another card here. I feel like they were addicted to you. I feel like for some you were in this relationship with this man or woman, you know, for a while, and I think that you needed each other to kind of fuel each other's everything. And it became a little just too much for him or her. So I'm going to ask one more card before I stop here. So do they have another thing they want to say to their water sign collective that they've been avoiding, they've been ignoring? If they could say anything to them right now, what would they say? So, okay, so purposely ignoring you. They are purposely ignoring you. That's what that says. So I have to tell you that I don't know if all of you will hear from an ex. I think that some of you, they are ignoring you deliberately, and that's what I see. They're deliberately just they're being, cowards, if you want to call them that. And they also just don't want to deal with reality. They want to see reality the way they want to see it. In their mind, I wouldn't be surprised if they told their friends, that you were the one that, mucked up the relationship. Who knows? But at the end of it all, they're embarrassed by their behavior. They're ashamed, and even though they may fantasize about you, it's unreliable energy. So just move on from this, at least for the month of September. Don't expect a lot. At least remember that they did care about you and you made them laugh and they felt connected to you, but they're just self-absorbed. So I'm going to stop it there. If you guys liked the reading, please hit the like button. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do. I would love feedback. Please let me know if any of you resonated with the reading, and I'm still running a contest. So when I get to 300 subscribers, I will randomly choose two subscribers to receive a 15-minute reading with me by phone. So please share the video. If you haven't subscribed, get people to subscribe. You subscribe. I'll see you guys soon, and have a great month. Blessings to all, and stay safe.